Stop. Before you celebrate this news, before you file a single form, before you even call your lawyer, you need to hear what I'm about to tell you. The April 2026 Visa Bulletin just dropped, and for the first time in years, the doors are wide open. 4 groups of immigrants can file for their green cards right now. Employment-based categories are current. Family-based categories are current. Asylum holds are being lifted. EB-5 investor categories are open for every country on Earth. Immigration lawyers across America are telling you to file now. File today. File before the window closes. But here is what none of them are telling you. ICE is arresting people inside USCIS offices at green card interviews, in handcuffs, in front of their children. 69% of those arrested had 0 criminal record. So the question is not whether you can file. The question is, should you file right now, and if you do, how do you protect yourself and your family from what is waiting inside that USCIS office? My name is Sakab. This is USA Move Guide, and this video might be the most important one I have ever made. Stay until the end. I'm going to give you the exact filing information for all 4 groups, and then I'm going to give you a 5-step protection plan that could save your family. Do not skip ahead. Every second of this video matters. Let me start with the good news because it is genuinely big. The Department of State released the April 2026 Visa Bulletin, and USCIS confirmed on March 17, 2026, that for all employment-based preference categories, you must use the dates for filing chart. That is the faster chart. That is the chart that lets more people file sooner. This is a major win. Let me break it down group by group. Group 1, employment-based EB1, EB2, and EB3. If you are from any country in the world except China and India, EB1, EB2, and EB3 are all marked current on the dates for filing chart. Current means there is no waiting line. You can file your I-485 adjustment of status application right now, today, this month. No priority date barrier. If you are from China, EB1 dates for filing is December 1st, 2023. EB2 is January 1st, 2022. EB3 is also January 1st, 2022. These dates moved forward, which means more Chinese applicants can now file. If you are from India, EB1 dates for filing is December 1st, 2023. EB2 advanced to January 15th, 2015. EB3 is also January 15th, 2015. India EB2 saw significant forward movement. If your priority date is before January 15th, 2015, you can file now. This is the widest the employment-based door has been in years, and the reason is not generosity. The reason is that the Trump administration's travel bans on 39 countries have reduced visa issuance rates from those nations. When those visas go unused, they become available to applicants from other countries. The State Department said this explicitly in the April Visa Bulletin. So this window exists because of a policy that is hurting one group of immigrants and accidentally helping another. That is the reality. Group 2. Family-based F2A, spouses and children of green card holders. This is the biggest win in this bulletin. The F2A category on the dates for filing chart is marked C for current. Not just for one country, for every single country, including Mexico. Current means any spouse or unmarried child under 21 of a lawful permanent resident can file Form I-485 right now, regardless of their priority date. Let me say that again. If your husband or wife has a green card and you have been waiting in line, your wait is over this month. You can file today. You can get work authorization. You can get a travel document. This is a historic moment for family-based immigration. But, and I need you to hear this, filing the I-485 means you will eventually be called for an in-person interview at a USCIS field office. And that is exactly where the danger begins. I will explain in a moment. Group 3, E5 investors. All EB5 set-aside categories are current for every country in the world. Rural, high unemployment, and infrastructure, all current. Even China applicants who normally face years of backlog in the unreserved EB5 category can file immediately under the rural or high unemployment set-aside categories. If you invested in a qualifying EB5 project and you are in the United States, you can file your I-485 now. Group 4. Asylum seekers from non-high-risk countries. On March 30th, 2026, USCIS announced a major policy change. They lifted the adjudicative hold for thoroughly screened asylum seekers from non-high-risk countries. This was confirmed by a DHS spokesperson and reported by NPR, Reuters, and The Hill on the same day. Since late 2025, USCIS had frozen all asylum applications and the 3 policy memorandums. Every asylum case was on hold. Nobody was getting decisions. But now, if you are from a country that is not on the 39-country high-risk list, your asylum case can move forward. The 39 high-risk countries where the hold remains include Afghanistan, Burkina Faso, Burma, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Iraq, Laos, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, North Korea, Somalia, South Sudan, Syria, Venezuela, Yemen, Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Burundi, Kivois, Cuba, Dominica, Gabon, the Gambia, Guyana, Lebanon, Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Tanzania, Togo, and Trinidad and Tobago. If your country is not on this list, your asylum case should begin moving again. Contact your attorney immediately to check the status. Now, here is the part no one else is telling you, and this is why I asked you to stay until the end. Filing your I-485 is step 1, but step 2 is the interview. And in 2026, the interview is no longer just an interview. It has become a trap for some families. The interview trap. Since November 12, 2025, ICE agents have been stationed inside and around USCIS field offices. They are arresting applicants during and immediately after marriage-based green card interviews. This was first documented in San Diego, where an immigration attorney recorded 39 arrests in a single day. It has since spread to Los Angeles, San Bernardino, San Francisco, Salt Lake City, Cleveland, and other cities across the country. By March 2026, at least 539 people were arrested at routine immigration appointments in the San Francisco area alone. That number comes from Mission Local, published March 26, 2026, and here is the number that should keep you awake tonight. 69% of those arrested had zero criminal record, not a speeding ticket, not a misdemeanor, nothing. These are spouses of United States citizens who went to their interview believing they were following the law. They filled out every form. They paid every fee. They brought every document, and they left in handcuffs. Why is this happening? ICE claims the authority to arrest anyone who is physically present in the United States without valid immigration status, even if that person is in the middle of a process that Congress designed to give them legal status. If you overstayed a tourist visa by 1 day and then married a United States citizen and filed for a green card, ICE considers you removable. Even though the law says immediate relatives of United States citizens are exempt from the overstay bar under INA Section 245C2, the Department of Justice has been fighting in court to keep this practice alive. A Maryland federal judge blocked the arrests. The DOJ appealed to the Fourth Circuit. Oral arguments were held on February 2, 2026. On March 26, 2026, NPR reported that the DOJ admitted in court that it used erroneous information to justify the arrests. But DHS has said the policy will not change. The new vetting nightmare. On March 30, 2026, the same day they lifted the asylum hold, USCIS also announced what they call strengthened screening and vetting. Here is what that means for you. USCIS found that prior screening and vetting were, in their own words, wholly inadequate. They said applications were approved and individuals were naturalized who should not have been. So now they are adding layers of screening that did not exist before. Here is what the new vetting includes. Shorten validity periods for employment authorization documents to require more frequent security checks. Updated photograph reuse policies to strengthen identity verification. Increased social media and financial vetting and community interviews. Automatic notifications of biometric matches and new criminal information. Final arrest encounter reviews before any case is approved, and Department of State consular database checks before final adjudication. That last one is critical. Before your green card is approved, USCIS will now check the State Department consular database. That database contains every visa application you have ever filed, every interview you have ever attended, every note a consular officer has ever written about you. If there is a discrepancy between what you told the consulate in 2018 and what you wrote on your I-485 in 2026, it will be flagged. And here is the new reality. Social media screening is now standard. USCIS is reviewing your Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp status, Twitter, TikTok, and any other platform. They are looking for inconsistencies with your application, evidence of fraud, political affiliations, and anything that could be considered a security risk. The court ruling that changed everything. On April 1, 2026, a federal appeals court halted the nationwide injunction that had been protecting immigrants from the Trump administration's expanded detention policy. The ruling means the protection against mass detention now only applies in the Central District of California. Everywhere else in the United States, ICE has full authority to detain people without bond under the expanded policy. This means if you file your I-485 today and get called for an interview in Texas, Florida, Georgia, New York, or any state outside of Central California, you have no nationwide court protection if ICE decides to arrest you at that interview. Let that sink in. Now, here is what you came for. If you are in one of the 4 groups I mentioned and you want to file, I am not telling you not to file. This is a real opportunity. These dates may retrogress next month. The window could close, but you need to file smart. You need to file protected. Here are 5 steps. Step 1. File a FOIA request before you file your I-485. Go to the DHS FOIA website. Request your complete immigration file, your A file. This is the file that contains every record the government has on you. Every entry, every exit, every visa application, every encounter with CBP, every note from an immigration officer. You need to see this file before USCIS sees it at your interview. If there is an old removal order you forgot about, a missed hearing from 2014, an identity mismatch, or an entry in the wrong name, you need to know about it now, not when you are sitting across from an officer with ICE agents waiting outside the door. This takes weeks. File the FOIA request today, the same day you file your I-485. Step 2, audit your social media right now. Go through every platform: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, WhatsApp status updates, LinkedIn, everything. Delete anything that contradicts your immigration application. If you claimed you are unemployed but posted photos at a workplace, flag it. If you were on a tourist visa but posted about staying permanently, flag it. If you have political posts that could be interpreted as support for any organization that the United States considers a threat, flag it. Do not delete your entire account. That looks suspicious. But clean up contradictions and stop posting anything immigration-related on social media right now. USCIS has confirmed they are increasing social media vetting. This is not a rumor. It is in their March 30th official announcement. Step 3. Hire an attorney before you file, not after. Do not file the I-485 yourself, not in 2026. The stakes are too high. An experienced immigration attorney will review your history, identify any red flags that could trigger an ICE encounter at your interview, and prepare you for the new enhanced vetting questions. More importantly, your attorney must be physically present at your green card interview. USCIS has reinstated mandatory in-person interviews. The era of interview waivers is over. And if ICE approaches you at that interview, your attorney is the only person standing between you and a detention center. When your attorney is present, they can invoke your constitutional rights. Document any procedural violations and file emergency motions within hours if you are detained. Step 4. Prepare your emergency contact card. Every person who walks into a USCIS office in 2026 should carry a card in their wallet with the following information: your attorney's name and phone number, the ICE detainee hotline 866-2423, the ICE online detainee locator website locator.ice.gov, your A number and 1 sentence memorized. I am exercising my right to remain silent, and I would like to speak with my attorney. If ICE approaches you, do not answer questions. Do not sign anything. Do not explain your case. Say that 1 sentence and nothing else. Hand them the card. Stay calm. Stay silent. Your spouse, the United States citizen, should have a separate copy of this card with instructions on what to do if you are taken. Call the attorney. Check the detainee locator. Do not leave the building without documenting what happened. Step 5. Understand the timing. Here is the strategic reality. You want to file your I-485 now to lock in the current dates for filing chart before it potentially retrogresses in May. But your interview will not happen for months. By the time your interview is scheduled, the legal landscape could change. The Fourth Circuit could rule on the Maryland case. The Supreme Court could weigh in. Congress could act. So file now to secure your place in line. But use the waiting period to prepare. Get your FOIA file. Clean your social media. Brief your attorney. Build your evidence package. Practice your interview answers. And prepare your emergency plan. The smartest filers in 2026 are not the ones who file fastest. They are the ones who file most prepared. Let me give you the quick summary so you can screenshot this. Group 1 employment-based EB1, EB2, EB3 current for all countries except China and India on dates for filing chart. China and India have specific cutoff dates that moved forward. File I-485 now if your priority date is before the listed date. Group 2, family F2A, spouses and children of green card holders. Current for all countries, no priority date needed. File I-485 now. Group 3, EB5 investors. Rural, high unemployment and infrastructure set-aside categories. Current for all countries, file now. Group 4, asylum seekers from non-high-rise risk countries. Hold lifted March 30th, 2026. Check with your attorney if your country is not on the 39-country list. Protection plan. Step 1, FOIA request. Step 2, social media audit. Step 3, hire an attorney. Step 4, emergency contact card. Step 5, file now, but prepare during the wait. Listen to me. I know this video gave you hope and fear at the same time. That was intentional, because in 2026, hope without preparation is dangerous, and fear without action is useless. The doors are open. That is real. But the hallway has changed. There are new cameras, new screenings, new agents, and new risks that did not exist 1 year ago. File, but file protected. File informed. File with an attorney by your side and an emergency plan in your pocket. If you have not seen my last video on ICE arresting spouses at green card interviews, go watch it right now. I will link it in the description and in the pinned comment. That video gives you the full legal breakdown of what is happening inside USCIS offices and the 3 shields you need before your interview. Share this video with every immigrant you know who is waiting for a green card. Send it to your family group chat. Send it to your coworker. Send it to your neighbor. One share could save a family from walking into an interview unprepared. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell. I'm covering every immigration change in real time as it happens, and drop a comment right now. Tell me, what is your immigration situation? What category are you in? What are you afraid of? Your comment becomes my next video. File smart. Stay protected.